And welcome to the XFL BattleHawks live talk show. I am Dirty. Sitting right across from me is the one, the only, my partner in crime.
A-Train Arlington Lane.
Push that microphone's still in the shot. Your shot. There we go. Now it's out of the way.
Okay.
What's up, brother?
Today is a great feeling if you are a St. Louis sports fan.
Which one?
The
the Cardinals? Yes, it is.
Cardinals.
I mean, they're whooping some, there's a certain team that, everybody keeps saying there's two teams in St. Louis and Missouri. Mm-hmm. But there's not. There's only one team in Missouri, and it's called the Cardinals. No, it's not. There's one. One, and it's called the Cardinals.
No, so you really, this show, and you're going to sit there and just
There's only one team in St. Louis, a
There's
baseball
two
team.
teams. Oh,
one baseball team, and one football team in Missouri. It's the Cardinals, and the show you are watching, BattleHawk Live.
Exactly.
So there you go. Dog.
Big show tonight, man.
Listen, I'm going to apologize. I went on my cruise. I was sick. I got sick. They thought I had Zika virus. I didn't. I should have played with those damn spider monkeys.
You scared me, man. You kind of scared me a little bit, man.
But, dude, you did a good job, though, man.
I appreciate it.
You did a great job last week.
Thank you.
Really good job, man. I was quite impressed with you and Will.
Yes, and Will did an excellent job.
Will did too. I love how Will's so damn nervous all the time.
I'm getting hot in this damn.
I know,
jacket,
right?
So yeah, I'm gonna get out of that. But
So
that just to let you know what's about to happen in the next few moments as the Cardinals are headed off to the LCS.
Yes, exactly. And let's get into it because we have a lot to talk about.
My goodness.
I mean, a shit ton.
Where do we begin?
Well, first, let's say I was at the XFL happy hour and Hot Shots.
Correct.
In St. Charles. About 200 people showed up.
Yes.
Kurt didn't show up. He was running late.
I can understand.
Mark Taylor didn't show up. He was running late. But our boys, Adam and Travis, right?
I
know, man. I can't remember, man.
Hey, man, they're going to kill us, though.
I know, but we
their
love
names
them.
And stuff. But they're the two young guys that works in with the tickets and sales.
Yes, hell yeah.
For the XFL, for the BattleHawks.
What is going on here? I got something funky right here in my camera shot. See that?
Yeah, I do see that. What is that?
I don't know. Fuck it.
But
We're
yeah,
busy.
They were there today.
Yes, they were there, and it was a great. So let's get right to it. The draft, baby.
It finally happened.
Now listen, there are some other shows. Like we always say, we are often duplicated, or often imitated, but never duplicated.
Exactly.
You want real XFL news, you go to us.
When you want the BattleHawks, you can come right here as well.
That's right. And if you want more XFL news, you go to a Football World.
Yeah, discussion
over there with John.
Exactly.
But let's get to it. Are you ready?
Yeah, man. I have to pull up the.
I got it right here, brother. Yeah, there it is for you.
Yeah, there it is. You start. Right there,
I just messed up. There we go. So we said that the draft was going to be probably the 15th and 16th. Because that's like if the Cardinals, that would be when the Cardinals weren't going to be playing football. Okay?
Baseball, you mean?
Or baseball.
Yeah.
So the way it's going to work is the XFL is getting social with the player draft. The XFL draft will take place Tuesday the 15th and Wednesday the 16th. So that means on the 16th, we're going to have a big day because guess what?
The draft.
We will have our team.
Yeah.
We will have our team announced.
Yeah.
We will know who our official BattleHawks player.
Exactly.
And there's one that I hope makes it, and his name is Jeremiah Spicer.
Yeah. No matter where he goes.
That's true, but I did tell Jeremiah, I was like, hey, dog, I'm like, you're coming to the BattleHawks. And he would send me back. He's like, all right, I'm cool, man. I was like, and if you do, you got the open door, brother. He's like, cool.
Right. We'll have him here, and then we definitely have him talk with us here on the show.
Right, exactly.
And but yeah, the biggest thing so far is the draft dates was 15th and the 16th.
Right.
Also, what Oliver Luck did is they did a blind draw. They did a fade. They got five phases.
We're gonna get to it because I have it all ready to go.
Let's go.
So it's over 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Each team will populate the 70-man roster, and that is including the 19.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll have the team. And again, it's like you said, one quarterback will be assigned to each team prior to the 5-phase draft. And the phases are as follows. Phase 1, skill players. So that means your QBs, running backs, receivers, tight ends.
Yep.
Number 2, your O-line will be offensive line. O-line, O-guard, or OC.
Yes.
And then Which here's what this is what I find interesting. So phase 3 is the defensive front 7. So that's your D line and your linebackers.
Yep.
So I find it very, very interesting on how they're going to do that.
Yep.
And then the phase 4 will be your defensive backs, which will be your cornerbacks, safeties. Now, what's the NB?
Now, you said the NB.
Mm-hmm.
That must be the fifth and final one, right?
No, this is on the defensive back players. It says CBs, MBs, SSs, free safeties.
What do they call?
Are they going back to the old nose backs?
They might.
I mean, really, because they used to have that position back in
nickelbacks.
the NFL. So they're going to go back to the nickelbacks, huh?
Yeah, nickelbacks.
Okay.
So corners, nickelbacks,
right,
and safety. So that'd be free or strong.
Right.
So, and then also the open phase could be the remaining players that
all the remaining players,
kickers
which will be
and
drafted.
Punters. And we look at the very first pick of the draft. It's not going to be the St. Louis BattleHawks, folks.
Well, guess what, Arlington? We have that.
Yes.
Also available too. So what I find interesting is the way that the way the phases are going to work.
Right.
Now there's 1,000 players.
And lately they have released 200 players since Monday.
Yes.
Or per day. And so you had 200 Monday.
Yep.
You had another released on Tuesday.
Yep.
And then they had 200 they just released today. So that means by the end of the week, we'll have, end of the work week, that is, we'll have 1,000 players that are
eligible.
Invited to the draft. So that's going to be the big pool.
Right.
And you have to understand, like you said, over 70 players are going to be per roster, and then you're going to have 70 more for the Team 9. So that's a grand total of 630 some odd players that's going to be a part of the XFL.
Right, exactly.
And I wish every last one of them the best.
So now here you go. Now we were speaking of it, and the draft will be like a snake type format and all that, but they also did something else, and I messed up again. We got so much to talk about. There it is. So the grid summarizes the pick order for each draft phase. So order number 1 for the skill phase, it's going to be DC will pick first. Number 2, Houston. Number 3, New York.
Yep.
4, Dallas. 5, Tampa Bay. We sit at number 6.
Correct.
7 is Seattle, and of course the bums at the bottom are over there on the West Coast. The LA, whatever that team is.
The Wildcats.
You mean the Sissy Cats?
Nope, I'm saying the Wildcats.
Okay, they will get the last pick of the first round.
Yep.
So then when you go to phase 2, which is the O-line phase, it's LA.
They take the
so
first
it's
pick.
Reversed.
Exactly.
It goes LA, Seattle, St. Louis, Tampa Bay, Dallas, New York, Houston, and DC.
Now, it doesn't happen the same way as actually, if you really look at it, after the O-line phase, it starts the defensive 7 phase.
Which it changes.
Right, and this is how they did it. If you look at the very first picks of the second round, they flip those. That's the snake part of that. So Tampa Bay will get the first pick there.
Right.
Then the BattleHawks will.
Correct.
Then the Vipers is Seattle, and then the Wildcats. And then if you see at the bottom half, you see those were flipped.
Right.
With DC, Houston taking at 5 and 6, and then the Guardians, and then the Renegades at 7 and 8.
Now,
so, yeah, that's pretty interesting.
That's an interesting way. And then if you look again on the DB phase, they switch it all up again, really.
Right.
And they reverse it.
Exactly.
Again.
So what they did was now it's the actual snake from what you saw from the third phase.
Yes.
And so then it leads as follows: Dallas, New York, Houston, DC, then the Wildcats, the Vipers, the BattleHawks, and then the Tampa Bay Vipers.
Right.
And then so for the final one, it was kind of interesting. It looks like
the way that I understand it and the way that it looks is like the final phase.
Yeah.
If you really look at this, it's going by merchandising sale, Twitter followers, and all of that.
Interesting. You know what? I never really thought about it that way.
You see what I'm saying?
I never really thought about it. I was always trying to figure out what that fit
I don't know if that's how it is.
Yeah.
But to me, that's how it looks.
And we had some people that came on the site and they were like, well, why is the why did they draft? How did they do the draft part? It was a blind draw by
Correct.
Oliver Luck.
Yes,
it was like a draft lottery, and that's understandable.
Correct.
Because this is their very first season, so they had to do it in this fashion. Now, keep in mind, if the team actually continues to do great, you're going to expect them not to have high draft picks all of the time.
Correct.
So
now, here's how this works. So if you look, you have the XFL draft October 15th and 16th, 5 phases. On the first day, which is Tuesday the 15th, you have 10 rounds each of skilled players, O-line players, and defensive front 7.
Right.
So that's 10 rounds of each of those. So, I mean, these guys are going to be busy. They're going to be very, very busy those days, those next 2 days.
Correct.
And then on the 16th, it's 10 more rounds. So it's 10 rounds for the defensive backfield, and then 30 rounds for open draft.
Yes.
Now, that would be the day that's going to be interesting.
I mean, everything is going to transpire.
So you're talking 30 rounds on the first day.
Yeah, and
40
on
the second.
Why do we have 70 rounds? You got to remember, they're doing 90 seconds per pick.
Correct.
So they have to keep it moving. So all of the coaches and all of the staffs, they're getting everything rounded up. Now they're trying to find out. They're going to find out, just like we are, who all is going to be in that pool. And then coming Monday, well, actually Saturday, Sunday, Monday, because I don't think they're going to be getting any off days on the weekend.
No, hell no.
They're trying to figure out what their roster is going to be and what's the possibility of who's going to be there at that.
Now, I'm not really
time.
Right. I'm not really going to put up this next things because it's really small. If I go to sue on it, but there are some other ones. So, like in the first round, if you go to XFL STL or you go to what's the other ones you go to?
Alliance to XFL. You can go there as well.
Or you go to the official St. Louis BattleHawk page.
Yep.
You'll see it. And this is, again, published by our man, Will Freeman.
Mm-hmm.
So the first group of players, and the big noticeable one is Connor Cook.
Yes.
Is the biggest one they knew. And, I mean, you go to the page. I mean, it's just, there's so many players.
And you can also go to XFL.com. They do have the XFL draft pool. You can see all of the names that are featured. That was from day 1 and day 2. They all are separated into groups.
Yes.
And you mentioned the name Connor Cook.
Yep.
And that is going to be interesting. A lot of people have been speculating what is going to happen with these teams. You got to remember, all 8 teams are going to have their tier 1 quarterbacks.
Correct.
And they were trying to figure out who's going to be the tier 1 quarterbacks. Will it be Brandon Silvers? Will it be Zach Mettenberger? Mettenberger is not going to be a tier 1 quarterback.
Bro, I don't know, man. He might be.
He's not going to be, because
you think so?
If you are placed in the draft pool, you're not considered a tier 1 quarterback. Remember, Landry Jones.
Javier says Cards win, baby.
That's right. So off to the NLCS for them. But meanwhile, you got Connor Cook. One of the names that I saw on that list was in group.
Thank you, Scott, for listening to us and watching AEW. We appreciate that.
Yes, we do appreciate that. Those that are watching real wrestling tonight.
There's our boy Wyatt throwing some salt.
Yeah.
Talking about Kansas City. We love you, Wyatt.
Yeah, Wyatt.
You're the only one that can get away with that.
Yeah, exactly. As we have BattleHawk Live, which is in joint production with One Universal Productions and the In the Zone Network. I am the A-Train Arlington Lane. Of course, that is Dirty on the left side of me tonight. And so basically what we've been talking about now, of course, is the big draft that's coming up next week. I'm like, man,
dude,
all the news that's been coming out.
Oh, well, we're gonna talk about more about it. Now, I understood, you guys talked about going to the, about Kurt doing the meet and greet last week.
Yes.
I know that he said that he's seen the football helmet.
Yes.
And he says it looks awesome. He goes, I may be partial. He goes, but is the best looking helmet I have seen.
Right. Exactly.
So now I'm jacked because I want to see the helmet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But we're speaking about the draft a little bit.
Where's the phone number?
Did you forget it?
Yeah, it's over there. Keep going.
All right, go. You got to go. Oh, as he leaves the set, but if you look at the draft pool currently, they were asking about who's going to be tier 1 and tier 2 quarterbacks. I say let it play out. Right now, the only person that has been signed is Landry Jones.
Yes, correct.
Landry Jones is the only XFL player that has signed a contract.
Correct.
And lo and behold,
only one.
And what did you just do?
Yeah, we're good.
You're an idiot.
You gotta love live TV when you pay for everything yourself. Right?
Even though I don't think he's going to be a BattleHawk, he's going to be a renegade because he's going to work with.
Stop it!
Yeah, I'm serious, man. I don't see how they go against the grain while you don't have the Oklahoma Sooners set up with Bob Stoops and Landry Jones.
No, okay, so Jarrett, here it is. It doesn't say that the tier 1 quarterbacks will be placed on each team before the draft. No, they will be, because they will not. Each team is automatically going to have a tier 1 quarterback.
Right.
They've already said that 100 times over and over.
I wish I could see those comments, though, but I can't.
I know. I don't understand why that's not coming up over here for some reason. Let me do this.
Might have to refresh it.
Yeah, let me refresh that real quick. Gotta love it. There we go.
Yeah, you gotta love live action as we go.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is going to be who are the tier 1 quarterbacks. Who is it going to be that's going to be leading the charge for each squad.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay, there you go.
Yeah, here we go.
So just go. Yeah, I see you doing
I gotta fix it. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love live television when you pay for everything yourself, right?
Right. Exactly.
No, we are not at Hot Shots. I was before we got down here. Arlington was out taking care of some other stuff.
Yeah, I said take care of some business
for the show. So yeah, so that's where Arlington was. Arlington was taking care of some business for us somewhere else.
And hi Nancy and hi Wyatt, of course. My boy Wyatt, he's on the watch party as well.
Right.
But yeah, there will be tier 1 quarterbacks. Yeah, they will be placed on each team, but I don't know if we'll know. If we know before the draft, it'll be next Monday. If they do release them.
Well, they said the 11th.
Oh, so it will be Friday.
Everything will be finalized by the 11th.
That's sweet then.
So we'll know by then.
Man, and that's good. As we should be able to see that come Friday.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And that's what we will see. Of course, you guys know where to find us at Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. So go there and like our page. Looks like I got to get a damn tattoo.
Yep.
Yeah, we're done talking about that right now.
Hey, 1,000 likes. Thank you, guys.
Shut up.
Thank you.
Shut up, Arlington.
You guys have done it. I appreciate it.
Shut up, Arlington.
No take backs now, buddy.
No, you're right.
Yeah, you got to do it.
I texted the wife today. I was like, here's what the page is at. And she's like, oh my God. She goes, tattoo coming? I go, exactly.
It's coming.
It's coming. So yeah, I'll be getting a tattoo here very, very, very soon.
Hey, and the only hope that I don't have to deal with is you getting one on your ass, with that bet that you made with Mark Henry.
I know, right?
Yeah. So roster means everything, folks. So
yeah, it does.
Coach Hayes, which by matter of fact, the meet and greet is tomorrow
at Ballpark
Village. So a big event for the BattleHawks here in St. Louis. If you want to get an opportunity to meet Coach Hayes, this is your opportunity to do so tomorrow.
And we will be there. We will be there live.
We will be there live. 5:30 p.m. at Ballpark Village. Get in because there will be no game. I think the only baseball game, is going to be Tampa and Houston, which Houston. You got to get it together, but that's another story.
We don't care.
But you get a chance to meet Coach Hayes. I got a chance to meet Coach Hayes back some time ago, earlier this year, and wonderful guy. And got a chance to meet his lovely wife, Christy. And they both are tall, man.
Yes, they
are tall. That is
a
tall family.
Very tall family. And here's the reason why you haven't seen Coach Hayes as of late. Coach Hayes has a son that's in school.
And he's playing it. He's in the NBA.
Right, he's in the NBA. So he's been doing stuff there. So that's why you really haven't seen Coach Hayes. So that's why you're going to see Coach Hayes now.
Exactly.
So he'll be here shortly. So don't worry about that.
Yeah.
You're going to see Coach Hayes. He'll be here in St. Louis. So get over it. Relax. Coach Hayes will be here.
Let me see who all comes out for that. Even the ones that hates They say they hate the XFL. Let me see if they actually come out for that.
Yeah, they're all bums. If you ask 30, they're all bums.
Ah, shoot.
That's just me, though. That's just my opinion.
All right, what happened? What's up with that?
Dude, I know. Well, we got 3 of them going, and so I don't know what's going on.
We'll see what happens.
It's still going though. I mean, it's still saying it's live. So
yeah, I like the fact that it said we'll come back shortly. So
yeah, so keep liking us, people. Keep getting on that page.
Yeah, and so
keep bogging us down. We love it.
And so so we got the meet and greet coming up
Correct.
tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing what Coach Hayes has got to say about putting this. What is he looking for when he putting this roster together?
Yes,
that's what I'm looking for.
That's going to be what's interesting. Is what is Coach Hayes going to say?
Is he going? A lot of people are speculating that he's going to have like a Marty Schottenheimer kind of offense.
That's what a lot of people are saying.
I'm like, let's let Coach Hayes do the work on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I know he worked with tight ends, when he was over in Cincinnati.
Right, I agree with you on that. Let's let Coach Hayes decide.
Yeah,
what's going to happen.
It's going to be interesting to see what he has because the BattleHawks do have the 6th pick in that very first phase.
Correct.
And so. Will they go defense? Will they go offense? That's only up to speculation of what's going to happen from here. All I know right now at this point is I'm excited for what's about to break. And the biggest thing is, remember, one thing we haven't talked about is the fan experience.
Oh, God. Well, I mean, do we even really have time to talk about that?
Yeah, we can get it in.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick little break.
Anything, we'll get it in.
We're going to take a quick little break. This is the XFL STL Talk Show. I am Dirty, sitting right there.
The A-Train Arlington Lane.
That's right. From the In the Zone Network. This is a joint production with One Universal and In the Zone Network. And we will be right back.
Life was dull until you came. I was breathless when we first met. Couldn't keep my hands away. I was speechless when we first met. Yeah, you took the pain away. Didn't mind my scars and my broken heart. Life was dull until you came. Now I see you color again. It could rain, I don't mind if it pours, 'cause I'm right next to you, Come rain or come shine, I don't mind, 'cause I'm right next to you. It's true. sky has never felt this close. And when you kiss me, I can't believe that I am yours. You are mine. You took the pain away, didn't mind my scars and my broken heart. Life was dull until you came, and I'll see you color again. It can rain, I don't mind if it pours, 'cause I'm right next to you, Come rain or come shine, I don't mind, 'cause I'm right next to you. It's you, right next to you, next to you, next to you, next to you. Who would have thought I'd be up on cloud nine? I would never take our love for granted. Love how you make me feel alive when you're with me. Took the pain away, didn't mind my scars and my broken heart. It can rain, I don't mind if it pours, 'cause I'm right next to you, Come rain or come shine, I don't mind, 'cause I'm right next to you. It's you, right next to you, next to you, next to you, next to you.
We are back live. Sorry, you guys shut our feed down, man.
Yeah.
They shut the feed down, so I love that. So thank you guys for shutting the feed down. Thank you guys for
I broke the feed.
Thank you guys for hanging with us. This, Arlington, we've been looking over these last few weeks, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of other guys that are jumping on the bandwagon of the XFL, right?
Correct.
And they're saying, "Oh, we're the first. Well, you guys may have more money behind you and all that, but guess what? We're just two dudes. We pay for all this ourselves, and we've been doing it live since February.
Right. You can go right now to YouTube and join us if you like. We're live there.
Yeah, I mean, you can find us on YouTube also.
Let me go up. There's that live feed.
Yeah, there we are. See, we're back. So just relax, people. Sometimes, you guys shut our feed down. All right, James Little, what's up, buddy? What's up, Keelan? There you go, James. I gave you a shout out. How's that?
Right.
So where were we? We were talking about
we was getting ready to talk about the ticket prices.
Oh God, yes. We gotta talk about that one, don't we? Because a lot of people. So a really good article on a football world a football world with John was asking who had the best deals. And as much as I hate to say it,
you looking at them, baby.
I'm talking about for like the way the stadiums were set up.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, Arlington, but Dallas probably has it.
But here's the thing about Dallas. Dallas will not be ready. The stadium won't be ready by the time.
Right. Yeah.
NFL starts.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right.
We don't know yet when the what the schedule is going to be. We don't know who teams are going to be playing who yet.
Right.
But what we do know is that all the prices start at $20.
I mean, every single one of them do, and you're absolutely right. And it was funny because when I was at the game, when I was at the thing tonight, there were some people there asking the guys there, and they're trying to remember it. And I pull it right up on our page. He goes, "Oh yeah," he goes, "Go to these guys' page because if we don't know it, they're going to know it. They're going to know it right behind us. So go to their page." So here are your prices. Again, it's a little small, but I'll read it out to you guys. So I mean, dude, seriously, how can you not like this? So for your tier ones, the seats now. So the VIP passes for the BattleHawks home games.
They're on the 50-yard line, and they are literally the best seats. in the house.
They're $90
per ticket.
Yes. So for 5 games, that's $450. Like we had that week when you were gone, and it was me and Will. We had that one clown call in. Talking about, I spent all this money on PSLs and blah, 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 blah. Too much money. I'm like, dude, the rumors that we've heard.
Yeah.
I'm like, you get a $20 seat.
And it's still not a bad seat.
It's going to be $200. Even if you get a $30 seat, it's $150 for 5 games.
Right.
You get 2 seats, it's $300. That's still half the money you paid for the Rams.
Or more than that. It's a lot less than what you paid for.
Well, I mean, there is a shit stadium that's
down 70.
Yeah, down 70. It's a terrible stadium.
And near the end of Kansas. Yeah, we know.
Right. Yeah, it's a terrible stadium. But that's a Kansas team. That's not a Missouri team.
Exactly.
There's only one baseball team and one football team in Missouri. Exactly. It's the Cardinals. In the XFL, St. Louis BattleHawks, baby. Caca! There's your caca.
Hey man, speaking of which, man. Hey, 101 has embraced it now. You know what I mean? It's a shame, though.
They're copying off of us.
Right. And shout out to everybody in the official St. Louis BattleHawk group page.
Yes.
Fan page.
It's you guys.
Yeah. Over 3,800 and counting. You just mad because you couldn't do it yourself on live television.
That's right.
That's all it is.
So let's get to it. So it's the VIP field for one BattleHawk game, limited time only.
Yes.
The season ticket prices look for the first 2 seasons. You have early access to the XFL Football Advisory Network.
Pause. I better not see Jeremy at one of them games at all.
Nope, never.
Not
never.
One. Not even on the field.
Nope. Better not be at any of the games.
Right, since you want to sit there and talk trash. But that's okay, though.
Broncos are a great team.
Huh?
Broncos are probably the best team in the AFC West.
No, they're the Chargers.
Oh, yeah, the Chargers
that's
are.
right, exactly.
I mean, at least they could beat the Colts.
Yeah. Anyway,
you also get a 25% discount on merchandise at XFL.com.
That's right.
You get exclusive BattleHawk game day access. Now that's still stuff. Well, we're going to talk about that too, Will. That's still stuff that's being discussed, like the game day access.
Yep.
You get VIP BattleHawk experience throughout the year, and you get priority status for playoff tickets and season ticket renewals.
That's good stuff.
So now here it is. Tier 1, literally right on the 50-yard line. You see it on both sides. And here's the best part about it. So they switched it. Where the Rams used to be on the visitor side.
Right.
The BattleHawks, or the Rams used to play on the visitor side.
Mm-hmm.
The BattleHawks are now playing on the visitor side. So it would be the TV shot. So when they're doing the hard camera, you're going to be looking
at the BattleHawks,
at your team, which that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
That's why that other league's a joke.
Exactly.
Right. So that's what's going to be cool. So you got the 50-yard line right there. So I say this visitor side over here, where it's the premium seating, that should be called like something special, like the flight deck. Or the nest.
Hawks Nest.
Yeah. Hawks Nest. And they just do nothing but parade all of those other
on the visitor side.
Yes, and just parade them. And we put a big sign that says what it is. And everybody wears, like, you have to wear something special to be in that section. Every game you get like some special glasses or a special shirt.
Snazzy, yeah.
Right, like the Black Hole in Oakland, which is awesome.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be dope, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So those seats are going to cost you $90.
Yep.
Now that's affordable, Arlington.
Yeah.
So technically, the first year you're only paying $40.
Exactly.
Because that $50 gets put to that $90.
Yep. So here's the thing, or if you're paying for 2 tickets, it's what, $130, for the game. So, or if you're paying for it for 2 tickets, then for one game. No, I said it right the first time. If you pay for one game, you're paying $130. So there you go. My thing is, let's see. You got also, you see on the sides, you got the red boxes. Those are $75 a piece.
So $375 if you get all 5 games.
Yep. And so that's like 30-yard line right there. So, or even the 2 middle boxes at the top are considered 50-yard line, but still 75. I actually would choose those.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And let's see. The yellow boxes that you can see there, $55.
For 5 games, $275.
And then you got the blue seats, just a little bit more out, $35 and $175 for 5 games. And then you got the green section, and that is more towards the end zones, which could be interesting, especially if an overtime game happens.
And you get 88 players on the field?
No, 44.
88.
44. It was 88. Okay. 44. But still, you still get to see that action right there.
That's $150.
Yep. And then there's nothing wrong with the $20
Hey, look, he finally
seats.
said something intelligent. The corner seats are where it's at.
They are.
And then even that top section.
Yep.
The tier 6 at $20 at $100.
Yep.
You can't beat that.
Nope.
I mean, try to go to an NFL game for that price. You're not going to be able to.
No, there's no such thing as $20. So, big ups to them, putting that price range together, to say that they want people to go to the games.
Point.
Yeah.
Great price point. And I mean, kudos to Kurt, to
those that in sales and tickets.
All those guys. Kudos to you guys for everything that you guys are doing out there. And how you're just making everything so good and making it so fun for the fans. And as you really see it, the fans are really starting to take shape. Like as I was leaving, it was like the 7th inning.
Yeah.
6th or 7th inning of the Cardinal game when they were up 13-1. And people were already starting to quit watching the game, and they were starting to surround the BattleHawks guys and talking to them and asking them questions. And you're starting to see the fan engagement in St. Louis.
Yeah.
For it.
The community has done its job.
Finally woke up. The community finally woke up.
Good.
The media now.
Because it's starting to get closer. We are literally less than 4 months away.
What,
4 months.
19 weeks.
Yeah. So
week 5?
Today is October the 9th. The season starts February 8th. So 4 months. A little less than 4 months away.
Yes.
from the start of the XFL season.
Yes.
And speaking of which, one of the local colleagues here in St. Louis, Brian Stahl, he's just announced that he is going to be a part of the communications and media relations for the BattleHawks. So big ups to you, Brian. And we'll see it on the field, man, coming up in 2020. So I can't wait for
Right,
that.
yeah, exactly.
And yeah, that is something that I'm looking forward to. I know we didn't get a lot in with the players, but I think we're going to wait till after the fact when everybody's drafted, and then we know who is going to be on the respective team.
Correct.
Especially on the BattleHawks, because then we'll dissect and we'll try and break down who we have and what to look forward to. Man, I saw a couple of videos that the XFL put out. There was a guy out of Air Force. The guy is huge.
Yes.
I was like, man, you got to understand. I'm like, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm looking forward to seeing high scoring in this league. So,
and that's the thing. Like, I'm still watching the NFL and all that stuff. The no fun league. But I mean, just to see the fan engagement that we're getting, now it's getting amazing. And tomorrow, I think tomorrow is going to be a big deal with Coach Hayes there because he's going to be doing a Q&A basically.
Yep.
You get to come and meet Coach Hayes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, and it's going to be interesting to see what Coach Hayes has to say because he hasn't been back in St. Louis since the showcase.
Right.
I mean, I know that he's had, talks with the the team itself.
Yeah, in the league.
The league and all that. So it's going to be interesting to see what he thinks of it now.
I got Scott Brickhouse who said that they hope he drafts LaDamian Washington from Mizzou. Man, that sixth pick is something. It's special for St. Louis because it's going to be the very first draft pick in BattleHawks history. And so it's almost going to have to be a special type pick. Right. Whether if it is a quarterback or a running back or
I think
receiver.
here's the way I'm looking at it. That first pick, I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be a quarterback.
Okay.
Because for the simple fact is you already have a tier 1 established quarterback coming to your team. Okay? So basically that's going to be who your starter is.
Yes.
Okay? So I mean, Landry Jones, don't get me wrong, he's an okay. So I feel sorry for the Wildcats when they get Landry Jones as their quarterback.
That's where you going?
That's just speculation. That's just dirty speculating. That's where he's going to go. So I feel sorry for them because, he's not very good. He really is a good player.
Yeah.
I think they're going to go running back with that first pick. And I'm hoping it's Trent Richardson.
I can't.
Who else would you pick?
If that guy from Air Force is there, I'm nabbing him quickly. I need somebody.
He's a receiver.
I need somebody to throw to. If he's there, I'm taking him. I need a receiver. Come on, man. Think about it. You're putting points on the board. Granted, Trent Richardson is, when he played in the Alliance, he was there to score touchdowns. I get that.
Dude,
I don't. And no, Jeremy Landry Jones is not coming to St. Louis, so get that out of your brain.
Right, he's going to St. Louis. He's going to Wildcats.
Yeah. But my thing is, you need somebody. You need that power. You need him, man.
I mean, dude, I agree. I would love to have him.
I want somebody to score, man.
I would love to have him.
Or even Ryan Broyles, the former guy from Oklahoma State, played that had some time with the Lions. Give me somebody big, man.
I mean, I would love to have him, but
there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, let's look at what Coach Hayes and the systems
that he played in. I don't think he's going to give a lot away.
Right.
Or anything at that matter.
Right.
But my thing is, I think if I was Coach Hayes, I'd be looking at somebody because, Jonathan Hayes is a big guy, man.
He's a big dude.
I want a big guy to kind of start leading my team, man, and to being the next XFL star and be the next BattleHawks star. You know what I'm saying? Or being a BattleHawks star.
Yeah, you're right.
We said that.
We said that, Jared. But we have the number 1 pick in the 5th round, which that's the round that's really going to be interesting. Is that 5th round?
Because it's anybody up for grabs.
Anybody's up for grabs. So that's going to be the interesting round. Is that game? that round.
I disagree, Jeremy. They can't. They'd be best not to take a running back, man. That's crazy. He agreed with you.
Here's what I'm saying. The way this game is looking, and just from what I know of Coach Hayes as a player, he was in that run-styled offense. We had John on a while ago, and he broke down all the offenses,
right?
And he said that St. Louis will be a run-first offense.
They will be.
So, I would love to get the kid from Air Force.
Yeah.
The dude's a beast.
I don't want Trent. As much as I do want Trent Richardson, I don't.
Who else in this draft as a running back? If Trent Richardson's on the board,
this is going to appease somebody, and he's going to sit there. He's smiling, and he's going to be mad. I would get the guy at Notre Dame, Gray, Jonas Gray.
Oh God! Did you have to say that?
I had to.
He's just got a silver nickel.
Yeah, I know.
You know that, right?
Yeah,
he just silver nickeled in his pants.
I know. I did.
I don't want any Notre Dame player on this team.
Dude, I want to win. I don't care. You know what I mean? I want to win. I want to see a winner here. You sit there and say every freaking week that we
10-0, baby. 10-0.
Exactly. So you're going to sit there and tell me? No, I don't want Akeem Hunt, man.
You wouldn't take Akeem Hunt?
Look, he's in there like this now.
You're right, though. I would take Gray from Notre Dame.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see it right. That's what I'm like.
Gray is a beast.
You want to win, and you want somebody that can be solid early up. If you're talking about, from what John is saying, is that you want us to have a run-first offense, then you need to take
Trey Williams.
See? It makes it even harder, man. Look, 1,000 players are sitting in this draft. And so it's going to be
1,000 players.
So tomorrow there will be two, even though when we have the
1,000 players.
Even though we'll have the meet and greet, there'll be 200 more players.
Figure Friday, we will know officially who is going to be in the draft, and we will know Friday officially. Now, I don't know. Okay, I'll take that back. Let me rewind the tape. I'm saying this is all speculation. Friday, we will know who our quarterback is.
Yeah. And it could be anybody.
I say we will know our quarterback. Okay, I will say we will know who our quarterback will be before the 15th.
Of course. I agree with that.
I'm saying Friday at the earliest.
You think it's Friday?
Monday at the latest.
Monday.
You're saying Monday?
I say Monday.
Well, Monday is the day before.
The day before the draft. And I'm like, what better way to start? Because everything right now this week, Dirty, is focused on the 1,000 players that's going to be in the pool.
Right.
Leave it to be that way. Let it be that way.
Literally, if you guys want to see who it is, go to our Facebook page at XFL.
Will's done an amazing job.
Go to our Facebook page at XFL STL. Go to Alliance Football, the Alliance 2 XFL. Go to In the Zone Network. It's on there. You can see all the 3 phases that they've announced so far, and those players that are eligible for those 3 phases.
I'm just curious to see how well that I want to see how Hayes drafts. You know what I mean?
Oh God, yeah.
I have to see that. I have to know what he's thinking.
So who's our GM?
Our GM is John Hayes.
No, that's true.
That's the general manager. I have to see how he. That's him and Winston Moss. After Winston Moss did his little press conference and said how much he want to go against John Hayes, I want to see that. Now, there's a fan. I'm gonna throw him by name, Jeff. Jeff has said to me, he's done it and said it on social media. He said that he will want to see a St. Louis against a Texas team as a rivalry. I'm like,
it's not going to happen though.
It's speculation.
Again,
we got who the East and the West are.
Listen,
this is the prediction. St. Louis, New York, Tampa, and DC is going to be the East.
Yep.
And on the West, you're going to have Seattle, Los Angeles, Houston, and Dallas. That's going to be the West.
Here's my speculation. Lay out a map of the United States of America and put a ruler down.
Right, and put it in the middle.
Put it in the middle.
You put it right in between Kansas and Arkansas and just lay it like that.
And
you'll see what the West and the East is going to be.
Exactly.
It's not that hard.
It's not rocket science, but I don't know.
Hey, punter and kicker. Hey, that's just like what the Rams did when they got Greg Zuerlein, right?
Greg the leg.
Hey, was it a guy out of Florida State?
Dude's a beast.
The guy, I call him Roberto because that's all I need to really know is his first name.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of Florida State, and he had some time in the NFL as a kicker. You know, it'd be great to see him here in St. Louis. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Now, sorry, Jeremy, but the juice won't be loose in the XFL.
No, he won't be. He won't be.
Because there was the guy that I wanted to see.
And Antonio Brown will not be in the XFL either. Man,
thank God. You don't need to be there. Seriously. But I told you about a name on this show before, and I said that he hadn't had his name thrown out there. His name was David Pendell from Connecticut, and he got signed to the CFL though.
I did see that.
So big ups to him.
Right.
You know, the next name that came out was kind of weird to me, and I didn't hear nothing about an invite or to the draft. I don't remember even seeing him at the showcases. Was Carter Schultz?
Yes.
The defensive lineman that played for Salt Lake in the Alliance, and it was second in the league in sacks.
Yes.
Who just had a run-in with Minnesota.
Now, Michael Sam, there has been some speculation, but as of now, he has not been invited to the draft.
Nope.
Or anything like that. Now,
I don't want to say him because of his skill set, not because of who he is as a person.
I mean, I could care less if he's gay, whatever. More power to him.
I'm talking about his skill set.
He's really not. He wasn't a good football player,
and he's not going to do anything any better now.
Right. And
so
no.
Forget that.
But let's talk about it before we wrap up the show because they announced the team. They announced the announcers.
Oh yeah, for the teams.
XFL, and you could. Courtesy of
Alliance to XFL.
Alliance to XFL, published by yours truly over there from In the Zone Network, Arlington Lane.
For the teams, we got for ESPN's front line is Steve Levy, longtime SportsCenter anchor, along with Dan Orlovsky, who was a college football analyst with ESPN, and then
also courtesy of New York Post.
And it's also courtesy of the Post. The biggest name out of that group was Pat McAfee. And he was like, well, how is he the biggest name out of it? Because Pat McAfee
is a nut job.
It's been sitting back and saying that he has been wanting to be a part of this league. And you can see the picture there. He's been wanting to get a part of this XFL thing ever since he retired.
Yeah, and they will be on ESPN.
They will be the number one team for ESPN.
Right.
Number one team for Fox will be Joel Klatt, who's the analyst, but play-by-play will be headed by Kurt Menefee.
To me, I think that is great.
Yeah, I like Joel Klatt. Joel Klatt is with Gus Johnson, who was my original pick.
And there was talks of Gus Johnson because it said right here, Fox had interested in Gus Johnson doing the games according to the sources, but it didn't work out in large because of his conflict with college basketball.
Exactly. On Saturdays. Yep.
So here's the good thing. Here's the good thing. Here's what I love about this, okay? Here's what I love. Guess what we're not going to be seeing, Arlington?
Who?
We're not going to be seeing any WWE guys in the booth.
Yes. They'll be busy.
Thank God.
They'll be busy.
We're not going to see Jesse the Body or J. Well, we can't do JR, but you're not going to see the King. You're not going to see any of those guys. And everybody wants to talk about,
the gimmicks.
There's no gimmicks.
There's no gimmicks.
There's no gimmicks.
And at least from this stage, there's no gimmicks.
Because the rumors have been, the rumor where they were talking about having Trump and Stone Cold at one of the Texas games. Yep. They both turned it down. The fans said, no, we don't want them there.
No.
So they're not going to be there. Now,
Dallas could still overrule them.
Right, but,
regardless.
The orange beat, you never know what he's going to do.
Exactly. No, Stone Cold's not going to be doing any commentating. I don't want him to do any commentating. No, I don't want
nothing to do with the WWF. I don't know how many times, Arlington, we've been at different at the showcases, and then just at the other meet and greets around St. Louis, and just looking and the stuff that we talked to Oliver Luck. Oliver Luck said Vince is letting us pretty much run it all.
Yeah.
Vince is just the money behind it.
Yep. And don't get me wrong, he's the chairman of the board for that as well.
No, Doink the Clown will not be on the field.
You wish you would. But coming up next, the folks of the MMWA Wrestling Show is going to take over.
Yep.
And they got an event coming this Saturday.
We do this Saturday.
I'm going to be there. Yes.
Yes, there you go.
I can't wait to be there,
we should have Dr. Drew, who just walked in, join us
he
for a minute to talk about the event that we got coming up this Saturday, and then we'll kick on. Then we'll kick on over to he's coming.
Yeah, and you gonna put him in the shot? No?
Yeah, just relax.
Oh, you got him.
Grab your mic there to welcome Dr. Drew.
What's going on, gentlemen?
Oh, let me turn your mic up.
Yeah, that helps.
That'll work.
There you go.
Yeah, that'll do.
What's up, Dr. Drew? How are you, sir?
It's all good. It's a happy Wednesday. I haven't checked the score. How the Cards doing?
Cards won.
Cards
Did they? Is that
Yeah,
done?
they won.
Very good, but no, it's my honor, my pleasure to be on the show. Everybody's been talking about it, so it's awesome to be here. Thanks, guys.
So what do we got coming up on tonight's show, on the MMWA show right after this?
Well, probably just running down some cards, right? I know I have SICW.
We have the SICW
for
stuff
the following weekend, and we're waiting on the commish. Big Jim Harris is probably going to have to fill us in on what we can look forward to this Saturday at the South Broadway Athletic
And he's
Club.
running a little late, so we'll probably start out with SICW stuff. Well, we do know there's the big match between Curtis Wild and
Yes.
the MMWA champion.
As far as we know, as long the card has not changed at all, the volatile one, Curtis Wild, is challenging for the MMWA heavyweight title against the brand new champ. It'll be the first title defense of Cayman. So he's going to be fired up, and we'll see what happens. I know Curtis Wild is riding a wave of momentum as he just recently captured the SICW title. And he's looking to make that, too. He wants a belt on each shoulder. We'll see how that goes.
He wants to take over Illinois and Missouri.
Right. And where can people find us at for that show?
Well, of course, MMWA Wrestling on Facebook is the place to be for all of MMWA's news. And that's where you're going to want to hop to as soon as this show is over to hear more news about that.
That's right. All right. So, Arlington, we do have another special announcement about tomorrow.
Yes.
So we're going to be at the meet and greet.
Yeah, we'll be there.
And we will be doing a special show
right after
tomorrow after the meet and greet. So the meet and greet goes from 5:30 to 6:30. So we're probably looking around 7:30. We'll be doing another little special show. It'll probably only be like a little 30-minute show just to give people who didn't make it a recap of what happened, you know, and maybe us getting to talk to Coach Hayes and talking to Coach Hayes, and you'll be able to hear that.
Yeah, and that's tomorrow.
Ballpark
Village. Hey, we get a celebration going. If you are already out in St. Louis, please be careful out there. 13-1 was the final for the Cardinals.
That's right.
Yeah, so they're off to the NLCS for the 14th time.
All right, and Arlington, wrap us up.
All right, so make sure that you go check us out at XFL STL. You can go to Alliance to XFL for news. You can check us out on the groups. Hey, big ups to the official St. Louis BattleHawks group fan page.
Almost 4,000.
That's right. Wow. We're getting up there, man. You guys are wanting to get in, and people have been inviting as we go. You can go to AllianceXFL.com. You can also go to AllianceXFL on Twitter and on IG. Hey, folks, go on IG. We need a little more followers up there.
That's right. We do.
And the XFL STL Talk Show is on IG.
That's right. We are.
You can go there as well. And Dirty's got to get a tattoo.
Damn it.
1,000 likes, folks. Thank you so much for all of your support. And we couldn't have done it without you.
We're at like 2,200 total followers and likes to the XFL page.
Yes.
So to all of you guys, thank you guys so much for getting us to where we are. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here. And we wouldn't be in this position that we're in.
Even those that hate us, we appreciate you too, man. Because that means you get involved with it.
That's right.
So, for Dirty, I am the A-Train Arlington Lane. This is another edition of BattleHawk Live, part of the XFL STL Talk Show, which you can find at One Universal Production in association with One Universal Production and the In the Zone Network. We are out.